to Chaotic X Gaming, hosting Guardians of the Gridiron, Volume 2. Your host, Johnny Chaos, as always, to bring you the weekly results. First up, Coach Prime Toes overcomes Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters / Milkmen, 178.26 to 141.84. I know many in the league are wondering, after the great remarks from Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters and Milkmen, the case number 1 will be placed on the commissioner's desk, and I'll be sure to personally hand deliver it to him and make sure that this does not go unseen. Up next, Samoan Werewolves buries the Patriot way, 219.32 to 134.92. Our tribal chief narrowly avoids the Cobra, 140.18 to 136.98. And Jay Resendez's prayers were answered against CeeDeez Nutz as he wins 126.98 to 112.18. First time this year Jay Resendez picks up the win. And now I'd like to bring up the rankings for week 4. Looks like Cheeeesehead staying at the top, along with our tribal chief. Samoan Werewolves a big time step up. Cobra dropping down, but only one. Coach Prime Toes, had to give it to him. Don't really like where the rankings go after the top 4, but I think this week's gonna balance some of those things out. CeeDeez Nutz staying the same, number 6. Second City Saints staying the same, number 7. Number 8, Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters / Milkmen. The Patriot Way drops down after another loss and buried in a big way. And Jay Resendez, I hate to break it to you, but I'm still going to say that you're number 10 in the league. Hopefully you can do something this week. Sticking right here, let's take a look at everybody's team bank for the year thus far. Looks like Second City Saints 15 leading the way, followed by Cheeeseehead, Samoan Werewolves, Second City Taints, and CeeDeez Nutz. Remember, $5 for the highest scoring team weekly, and $3 for the highest scoring started player weekly. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's bring out the commish. Evening, fellas. Commissioner Mendez here for another Commissioner's Note. Let's get right into it. Here's my notebook at. Anyways, let's get right into it. A rather low scoring output this week compared to last, but less than a week removed from crowning a new scoring record. Samoan Werewolves claims a new record by scoring 219.32. Rest of the league with a semi-down week from what we're accustomed to these last week, but here we go. Let's get into it. The highs and the one low. First off, of course, the highest scoring team, Samoan Werewolves, 219.32 points on the week. Lowest scoring team, CeeDeez Nutz, 112.18 on the week. Highest scoring player this week, Saquon Barkley, Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters / Milkmen, 42.60 points. Highest scoring quarterback, Josh Allen, Samoan Werewolves, 38.92 points. Highest scoring running back, going right back to the highest scoring started player this week, Saquon Barkley for the Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters / Milkmen. 42.60 points for Saquon. Highest scoring wide receiver, Jamar Chase, Coach Prime Toes, in a big game Monday night, 39.80 points. Highest scoring tight end, Dallas Goddard, Samoan Werewolves with 36 points. My goodness. No wonder he had 219. Highest scoring defense, Green Bay Packers from CeeDeez Nutz, 25 points. And the highest scoring kicker of the week, tie, Brandon Aubrey and Harrison Butker. Second City Saints and the Patriot way, 12 points each. Game of the week, week 3. We had the Second City Saints taking on Cheeeesehead. And Cheeesehead was able to outlast Second City Saints 147.86 to 122.02. A solid game of the week, but Second City Saints just running out of juice after that 200-point performance last week. Cheeseehead with an off week, but manages to squeeze out the victory. Huge games from Cheeseehead players led by a couple of Seahawks. Justin Jefferson continues to rack up the points for Second City Saints, but the rest of the team failed to follow this week. A fun game to watch, but Cheeseehead remains the only unbeaten team left in the league at 3-0. I give the game of the week for week 3 3.75 stars. A fun and early thriller early in the season. Divisional action heating up as we are in week 3 of divisional play and week 4 overall. Remember, I'd like to point out that the top 3 teams, yes, the top 3 teams from each division will make playoffs. Tiebreakers will be based on head-to-head, followed by points scored in season total. With only one undefeated team left, who else will make their mark about a quarter of the way through the regular season? I deem week 3 to have met my expectations with some close games, a new scoring record, and great, and I mean great, trash talk. As we look ahead, week 4, we have Second City Saints taking on Second City Taints, formerly known as Immigrant Dog Eaters / Milkmen. And this week puts 2 strong allies in a battle against each other. Will they hold back just a little bit, or will cracks in the alliance start to show? 159.11 to 152.06. Second City Saints projected to win as of right now. Coach Pronto's taking on the Samoan Werewolves. Coach Pronto's with a bounce back win last week, but his next stop is the blazing hot Samoan Werewolves. 148.61 to 144.05. Coach Pronto is projected to win at the moment. The Patriot way takes on CeeDeez Nutz. Both teams 1 and 2 looking for a win in divisional play this week. Who will make the next move to climb up the Star-Lord division? 146.98 to 146.43, a close one projected. The Patriot way with the win. Cobra versus Jay Resendez 3. Jay Resendez 3 coming off his huge first win. This week he takes on an angered Cobra. Will Jay Resendez keep the momentum going, or will the Cobra strike again? 154.45 to 147.25. Cobra projected to win. And now time for our game of the week for week 4. the rematch that everyone has been anticipating. Two of the best teams, not only last year, but to start the year this year. Game of the week for week 4 will feed families. Two of the top 3 of the Drax division. Two juggernauts in this league set for an early but epic divisional clash. Both teams looking to continue their dominance, but for this week, there can only be one to get the dub. Our Tribal Chief versus Cheeeesehead. 146.43 to 137.93. Cheeesehead at the moment projected to win, with our Tribal Chief having one going tonight and one going Monday night. Cheeeesehead. Two going Monday night as of this recording. Cheeesehead holds a 2-1 record over the Tribal Chief, but our Tribal Chief getting the win on the biggest stage. Will our Tribal Chief do it again, or does Cheeesehead have his number in the regular season? And that's going to wrap up this week's Commissioner's Note. Some more great football going on. Football season, gotta love it. But as always, good luck to everyone this week, and let's fucking go!